Hi, this is Quentin again with the fourth vlog of ASOSU internship class here, and here to talk about some of the conversations that we had in class, and then that leads into identities and what we think about them. So, kind of start off what we were talking about in class with the Buber article, the I and thou stuff. What I kind of took away from that is that work ethic is key, it's essential, it's the thing that drives success. Because without work ethic, then you're just some bum on the street, basically. And where you get the work ethic is sometimes comes from experiences. And for me, experiences that I've had was from my parents. They've driven me to have this work ethic to say they've told me like treat college like an 8 to 5 job, study 2 hours outside of class for every class, and some may be different or whatever. And they learned that from their parents, which both of them came from a heavy agriculture background. So in that background, you work up from sunrise to sundown every day, work till the job's done, basically. And that's just kind of their experiences that shed off on me that, and then experiences that I've developed for myself through Boy Scouts, three-sport athlete, both football, wrestling, and golf, and leadership in high school, and other things that come along with that, and the experience I've observed my friends and their influences on me, and how I've taken those experiences from the past and really into, say, social aspects today. And then just from those experiences, you develop opinions where everyone's experiences are going to be different, so everyone's opinions are going to be different. And not every person is the same, otherwise we'd live in a boring world of blandness and lameness, and nothing exciting would happen, and everyone would get A's in classes. That would be fun, right? Well, those experiences, they develop opinions that different people have, but everyone's got the same common goal to be the best that they can be, and with that, you need the work ethic. And through the questions that were asked in the email about identity, so I am a white Caucasian male, blonde, blue-eyed, Aryan race, if that's what you want to call it, whatever, I'm fine with that. Um, I'm heavily active, physically heavy active. Yeah, excuse me, I exercise a lot, and I stay in my studies as often as I can. And more personally, kind of my personality, I'm soft-spoken most times. You probably won't hear me say much unless I have to, or unless I think something needs to be said in class. Say we're in the conversation that we had this last week, and I interjected something to where I thought it would be beneficial to the argument. It would only go deeper, or it would only recap what everyone has said. And it's just me. I'm an honest person. I'll tell it how it is, and you can always trust me to do something. If you give me an assignment, I'll get it done as soon as I can. And I like time management. It's my way of getting things done on time, and so I don't stress about it, for one, and I stay healthier that way. And just don't worry about things, like in The Lion King, Hakuna Matata, it means no worries. And I try to live by that. And there was something that my grandma had in her house where it said, worrying is like a rocking chair, it doesn't get you anywhere. And I always remind her of that a lot, because she worries, that's all she does. But I try to stay away from that and just live in the moment. When change comes around, let it happen and adapt to it. That's how people progress. That's how we've progressed from Neanderthals, cavemen, to say today. Here dressed in a shirt and tie, where before cavemen wouldn't even thought to wear a tie or even a shirt for that matter. And so that's sorry, try to recap here, but I had this goal, yeah, the curveball is thrown my way, then I'll take the punches and roll with it, and I'll be as honest as I can and do anything I can to help the team, be a team player basically. And that's a little bit about me, but then some people that I don't know about kind of race, ethnicity groups, mostly Eastern European, Asian, and what I know from them is more Asians. They eat chopsticks for rice. They're really smart, and that's what they're good for. And Eastern Europeans, all they have is beards, and they drink beer, and they're really, to me, I guess they're really fat, or they're not as, say, civilized. They're more, say, awkward or weird, if that makes sense. And if I'd want to learn more about someone from there, it'd probably be around Asians, because I see there's a lot around here, and I can get to know them better. But they can be beneficial to humanity if they're really smart. They can help us with problems or help us in the business world, for example. I don't know. Whatever the possibilities are, there's no ceiling, and they can solve anything if it's what they really can do. I don't know. That's why we need to learn more about them. And then going to the conversation, back to the conversation we had in class, where it made me think that the identities that everyone has their own experiences, their own opinions, and different ways of going about things. And it just kind of made me think, well, everyone's their own individual person, and no matter what, we all do think of the same thing. I thought we were thinking all of the same thing in class, but everyone had their own different way of telling the story, telling their story, telling what they thought that the reading meant. I thought what the reading meant. I thought I was correct, but of course I may be wrong. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. No one can be judged for that. And this kind of made me think and sit back to where I knew that I can only influence so many people. That social change that we learn in class, I'm not gonna. It's hard for me now to think about this, that, well, I'm not gonna make a big change in the world per se. I could if I really strive to do that in some way, some fashion, but the social changes around here, they can be minimal or they can be impactful with university, but outside the university, maybe not so much. And this, from that conversation that we had in class, made me really think that, well, everyone's got their own opinions, their own experiences have contributed to the conversation, to where it is I'm trying to find the word, more or less a debate, or yeah, I guess that's what I've got for now, but short on time. Um, it just made me think where everyone's their own individual person. They're entitled to their own opinion, and they can do whatever they want with that, and that's perfectly fine.